Hey, it's me, your favorite immigrant. So, there's lots of, I think the most common claim from immigrants saying, the ones claiming they built this country, or any country, not matter, especially in the West. I'm talking about immigrants in the UK, maybe in the West. I would imagine it's similar. They would say, oh, I worked really, really hard, some super important job, construction, NHS, whatever, very hard, long, therefore I put that much money, so much time and effort into building a country, so I can say I built this country, or it's been built on my back, right? Wrong. I don't know if you can hear it. Just walking past a field with lots of sheep, and they just very noisy. Maybe they agree. They are with agreement or disagreement. So no, it's not right. I'll tell you what. See, hard work, it should not be a bonus, right? You shouldn't be able to come to any country as an immigrant and say, oh guys, thank you. If I feel like I work hard. No, why would anybody want to have somebody who's net negative? Somebody who's costing money, time, takes from everybody else. It's ridiculous. It's never been like this throughout the human history, right? It's like if you are like this, then we don't want you to be part of that group. You have to contribute. So if you say I'm working hard, therefore I am building a country, no, it should be, oh, I've immigrated, you let me come in, therefore I must work hard. Not only to repay, sort of saying thank you, it's just a courtesy, it's just a nice way to do it, but it's also because you need to support yourself, your family, your friends, right? Not we, us, me, you, support you. You're not kid, definitely not my kid. So working hard, it should be an entry price for any immigrant who wants to be part of any particular country or society or group. I don't know how this is even controversial. It's like, everybody says that, right? It's just somehow our politicians find it like, it's very difficult to think about this, or very unfair. It's not unfair. And it actually works really well for the immigrants themselves, because you encourage people to actually work hard to improve their lives. It's me. I came broke, I couldn't speak English, and £200, I was a bicycle courier for 3 years in London. The lowest paid job, not even job, that was a gig economy gig. So, and only because I was forced to do it for myself, I was able to actually improve my life, get better, learn language, culture, and then eventually build businesses and just became someone, have family, and just have my YouTube channel now, right? That's not all, okay? There is something which every immigrant does, and nobody has ever said about anything about this. And I've never seen anyone talking about this. And I know every single immigrant does it, and it costs us as a country billions of pounds, and it contradicts the claims about building a country. Here it is. If you are earning money here, you should, in theory, spend money here if you are claiming you're building that country, right? The reality is, every single Polish immigrant does it, or did that. I've done it, I'm guilty of that. And look, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we shouldn't be able to do it. Every single one of us, at least once, twice, or quite often regularly, sends money back home, okay, for whatever the reason. Whatever, it's your family needs support, your savings, or you bought a house in Poland, that's very common, or it used to be, right? And again, look, I'm not saying it's wrong, but if you're claiming you built a country, and then part of your earnings were actually sent back abroad, then I have a problem with that. And let me know if you agree with that, because I think so. I think it's a problem, or it can be, especially when you say things like that. If you say nothing, and you say, look guys, I came here for money, all I want is to respect rules, obey the law, make money, and I'm off. Okay, fair point. At least you're honest, and I get it, right? But if you're claiming, oh, the whole country was built on this back, and then you keep sending money abroad back to your home country, real country, then there's something not right. I actually know, I know the person, and the Poles are doing it, but there are all the other nations, they're doing like really bad, right? They just live in this, they are living in the tiny rooms, and they save all that money to send back home because they have huge families back home, or savings. I told you, there are people, Polish people I knew, they were buying and building houses back in Poland because of the savings here. And again, it's nothing wrong with that if you don't claim that you built this country, or okay, you're building it. So if you are doing that, you understand that not only it's sort of like extracts money from the country you're in. So you came here, you got a job from somebody who actually built a business around here, then they pay you, and you take that money and you send it back, and your family can spend it, and therefore support their economy, not here, not local economy in the UK. Again, I want to be understood. I am not against it. I think everybody should be able to do whatever they want with their own money. You can burn it, eat it, send it, do whatever, right? What I do have a problem with is claiming that we all built this country on our backs as immigrants, yet half of our salaries were sent back to other countries. So what, we're building two countries now? Well, are we Elon Musks of building countries? You can't build two countries, can you? Surely. But you see where I'm going with it. It's ridiculous. And let me give you an example, business example. If this is I think it's an accurate example, okay? It explains how bad the situation would be. Let's say you're an executive in a BMW company, right? And you have an interview and you go there and you just talk about the BMW is the best car manufacturer, solid cars, the best tech, very safe, efficient. It's basically the best car, right? That's what you have to say. You represent that company. And you say all the best things, and then hoping it's gonna, you're gonna promote the business, and everyone's happy. And then you go back home, and somebody sees you driving in Audi or Tesla. What picture would that send? That would be like, hang on a minute. So you're telling us that it's all the BMWs are all the best, all the great, but then you yourself don't drive BMW. You drive competition, completely, different car, which is your competitor, right? It's like you're full of it. You're definitely not honest. Therefore, I'm not going to buy your car. So it seems that way. If you're saying you're building this country, but you're sending most of your money elsewhere, well, which country are you building then? And the truth is, you're not building neither one. But is it right or not? That's not okay. Do what you want with your money, but don't say it, don't claim it. Working hard is an entry price, okay? It's a price, it should be a price. Everybody needs to pay in order to be part of the country, society they want to settle, they want to be part of. Even if it's temporary, you're gonna have to work, support yourself, and whatever you make out of it is yours. But don't claim you build a country. It's like, I don't know if you guys know, I'm an entrepreneur, so I love business and stuff like this, but there's a guy called Stephen Bartlett. I think it's Bartlett. Very successful guy. And he said something like, in order to, embarrassment is the entry price for successful entrepreneurship. And that is 100% truth. If you want to be successful in business, it's going to take you a lot of failures, but a lot of embarrassment. Even like running this channel, like lots of people probably look at me and say, what an idiot, right? It's like, what are you talking about? And and I even embarrass myself every now and then. I don't care anymore, but I did in the past. And until I was okay with embarrassing myself in front of everyone and just saying, well, whatever, move on. Which, by the way, is a life hack. Once you can embarrass yourself in front of everyone, it's like nothing can stop you. Then you can actually achieve the success. Then the success comes. The same thing comes with successful immigration, in my opinion, which, by the way, leads to success in life, private and personal. Professional and private. And that's what this channel is all about. I'm trying to encourage immigrants to actually settle down, integrate and assimilate properly, so they can actually build the real meaningful lives and have success. But that's exactly it. Hard work should be the price of being allowed to stay in a country like UK, where you are relatively safe. It used to be better, where you have a police force which will answer your call eventually. Used to be better. But they're not going to charge you for that. You will go to the hospital free of charge. You're not going to die on the street most likely. And there will be no bombs coming on your head. And you will most likely not going to wake up tomorrow with your bank account seized or something like that. And that is a big thing, and it's a huge comfort to live with country this kind of thing, right? Ask anyone in Middle East or East European, Ukraine, ask how much would they pay for this kind of reassurance, right? So that's it, that's what you're getting in return for being an immigrant, and whatever you make on top of it is yours. But it should never be an argument that I built the country because I work hard. No, you work hard so you can be an immigrant. That's it, simple as that. Let me know if you agree with it. And I still don't know the example I gave. It feels right. Okay, there's maybe some difference, but you have to do what you say, okay? Like, that's the main point. You can't just say you support something and then you don't. You can't say the best car is BMW and then you drive different car. You can't say you build in England, but send your money back to India or Poland or whatever, right? That's not how it works. That said, if you like this video, leave me a like, please. Thank you so much for all your support from locals, natives and immigrants alike. Really, really appreciate that. I keep saying the truth, uncomfortable truth. It's like, well, I like it actually, I'm enjoying it, see where it takes me. And support my channel, subscribe if you're not subscribing yet, and I'll see you soon. Cheers!